It's Ask the Expert with K3C Credit Counselling. Opportunity for you to ask questions, get some solid answers today. 613-789-6559, extension 2803. You can email questions, you can Facebook questions. Joel is here to help you out today. And we're just real quick, when selecting a credit counseling service, what's the number one thing that you can tell people? The number one thing that pops into your head?
Do your research.
Yeah.
Watch out for fees, upfront fees.
Yeah.
And make sure they're reputable.
Isn't it ironic somewhat that there are so many unreputable credit counseling companies out there that you got to be aware of?
It's a shame a little bit, isn't it?
It is, yeah. All right, we got several questions, as a matter of fact, and I believe Sarah is on the telephone this morning. Sarah, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Very good. What's your question today?
I have a question about student loans. I have some newer ones through the National Student Loan Service Center, but I also have some older ones from 1999 and before that are through a bank.
Right.
And I was wondering if bankruptcy would get rid of those loans.
They changed the laws a couple of years ago where it used to be that a student loan, it had to be 10 years old in order to put it through a bankruptcy, and they've changed it now. It's 7 years old. So if a student loan is 7 years old,
if it's 99,
so you should be good. Yes.
But in this case, what Sarah's asking ultimately leads to her declaring bankruptcy. Correct.
That's correct.
Right.
She's wondering if she can use a bankruptcy to eliminate those debts,
as well as
I would say that
issues.
the answer is yes.
Right.
I don't know enough of your situation as far as assets and everything else that's concerned. You're just asking me that one question about those particular student loans. But if there's equity in your home, depending on income, because there can be surplus income that you have to pay. There's all kinds of other issues that are around bankruptcy or consumer proposals that are very difficult to say a yes or no answer to. But generally with student loans, if they're more than 7 years old, they can be put into a bankruptcy.
Exactly. Okay. So Sarah needs to do a little more work, but that's an answer to your question. Lisa is joining us this morning. Lisa, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Very good. You got a question this morning?
I do. I'm looking for tips to pay down credit card debt, which was semi-responsible. I was on disability for 10 years.
All right.
So it was debt like prescriptions, groceries, necessities, with a disability budget of $600 to $900 a month. I've been working for 3 years, putting down about $100 over minimum payment on each of 2 credit cards and a line of credit. But it's frustrating. I'm still treading water. Are there any tips, even psychological, that's been proven to pay down debt faster? Should I focus on one card? Should I keep doing this 100 above each minimum?
Yeah, there's a couple of strategies out there. You can tackle the one that has the highest interest rate first, so you make minimum payments on the other ones, and then you throw as much as you can on the one with the highest interest, or look at the one with the smallest balance, where you say, okay, I'm going to tackle that one and get rid of it, the next smallest balance. The problem is that if you look at the interest that you're spending on that kind of fixed income, if you're looking at how much money you're spending on interest every single month, that might be something that needs to be addressed. Because if we can find a way to get rid of the interest, then that will allow you to start making your payments and actually reducing your debt. And that's why I find that people are spinning their wheels, because if you owe, I don't know how much you owe, but if you owe, let's say, $10,000, that's about $2,000 a year in interest alone. It's
at 18.9% or whatever.
Yeah, it's $166 a month. So on your type of money, that's a lot of money that would be going towards interest.
Right. And it's not going anywhere. But
yeah, my advice would be to make an appointment to speak
see if you can straighten some things out.
To myself,
get rid of some of that interest.
or one of my counselors. Yeah.
All right. We have an email question this morning. Let's see that. It's from Donna. Are there any other options other than bankruptcy or proposal? I owe almost $60,000 to various creditors. That's a very good question.
Yeah, when you're looking at options with debt, the few things we look at is, A, do you have an asset that you can sell to pay off debt? And sometimes that's the case, and most of the time it isn't. The second thing is, can you go to a bank and borrow money and pay back your higher interest rate cards, and then you can have that one monthly payment at a bank? The problem with that is that we need to fix the problem, because if you just pay off your cards with a loan, you'll tend to jack up your credit cards again because you haven't fixed the issue. Right. If you can't do that, then you're looking at either a debt management program through credit counseling services where you make a monthly payment to us, and then we will contact your creditors and make payment arrangements with them. We can get the interest stopped. If they're calling, they'll stop calling. And at the end of it all, you will pay back all of your debt. So it's not a scheme where you're paying back a percentage of it. You pay it all back. And I do believe that most people, I think we're talking about that, want to pay back their debt.
Yeah.
And if you can't get into something like that, then you're looking at a personal bankruptcy or
that's where the trick of a reputable company comes in, like yours, Joel, because you don't want to be paying someone and in the end you've paid all this money to a credit counseling service, but yet what you thought was going to happen, i.e. your debts are being paid off, doesn't happen. Yeah. And you're still on the hook. Yeah. Right.
And that happens a lot.
Yeah.
And the idea is that if you're going to make some kind of a payment arrangement, the money needs to get to your creditors. Yeah. If it doesn't get to your creditors, then they're not going to be happy, and then there's going to be some other issues. Yeah.
All right, we got to take another break, but still time for you, another segment for you to ask questions. So get in on it right now if you've got questions about your credit counseling, what you need to do. 613-789-6559, extension 2803. Email ottawa.morning@ctv.ca. Also, Facebook and Twitter questions. We'll be back with more of Ask the Expert with K3C Credit Counseling right after this.